a sandal boxer out here, guys. So, anyways, and where and when I want my opponent to be, and where and when I want to be. So I'm controlling that with this simple little movement with the C step. What it looks like, say your opponent's in front of you, right? You're just moving like this. Just small little movements. Your hips are wide, your stance is good, your weight is low. Where you're moving. Just moving around. Let's go! Alright everybody, my name's Nate Trid. You guys, everybody knows me as Nate. Alright, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to be talking about footwork and mechanics. And basically all boxing is about is the conservation of energy and the placement of momentum at a certain time. So the most important thing and how to set that up and to make that happen is with footwork. Footwork sets up everything. Your defense, your offense, your movement, your placement in the ring, everything. So footwork, I feel, is like one of the most important aspects of boxing. That's what we're going to talk about a little bit today. So I've been working on a little bit of a boxing series, just trying to come up with something. So, you know, a little bit different than just me training, I guess. You know, maybe to help train some other people, train some other folk, show them a little tips and techniques. Yeah, but basically the most important movement is circling. You want to be able to circle your opponent and choose when and where and the engagements happen. So by doing that, by circling, is the most effective way of setting up opportunities to strike. So it's pretty simple. Say your opponent's in front of you, and you just have a square boxing stance. You know, you do that by just moving your feet a certain way. You just do that. You're doing a C step with your feet. So say my opponent's coming towards me, and I'll start creating angles with the C step, depending on where and when I want my opponent to be, and where and when I want to be. So I'm controlling that with this simple little movement with the C step. Your opponent may be moving forward during this or backwards, so you might have to adjust a little bit accordingly. But basically it's like a crescent moon. You're moving in a crescent moon around your opponent as your opponent's moving forward or going backwards. That way you're creating angles and being a hard target to hit because you're moving. And yeah, anyways, work on it. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you what the movement looks like from the moon step, I guess, or C step, or whatever you want to call it. The main thing is that you're circling with your feet. You're keeping your feet's always in good position. Your body weight's always maintained between your feet. You never have too much weight on one foot or the other. So basically, what it looks like, say your opponent's in front of you, right? Is you're just moving like this. Just small little movements. Your hips are wide, your stance is good, your weight is low. Where you're moving. Just moving around. Creating opportunities, creating angles. Just making that movement, that small C step movement. Moving around. When you see your opponent coming towards you, oh, you set up shop, you lower your weight, you move forward, you dash forward when you want to, off of the C step. This is good for people that can switch stances too. Say you have a orthodox fighter, and he makes a drastic movement into the oncoming, maybe the opposite way, who knows? Maybe just in the moment where you're turning away from him to set up the opposite stance. But basically it's just moving like this. A small little, I don't know if it's hard to see because of my shorts, but, and my sandals. I'm a sandal boxer out here, guys. So anyways, like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you want to see more of this, I'll try to do a little bit more, but anyways, yeah, just work on it. Low stand, movement. your movement. I'm over exaggerating it because I want you guys to kind of see what I'm doing. Like in a real boxing match, I'm not gonna be like fucking horse stance, everything. I'm gonna be a little bit tighter, but it's all it is. Just working on it. Keep your opponent in front of you. Keep your eyes on your opponent. Keep your weight management good, your balance, everything, energy management good. Focus on your opponent, like when and where you want to strike, how hard you want to hit them, how fast you want to go. You know, your breathing, all that stuff. Just think about it. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, now I'm going to show you how I incorporate that C-step movement into punching the bag. So, I'm going to show you. So I got my stance good, right? My stance good. I'm ready to go. So I'm moving around my opponent. Movement, gauging it. Oh yeah, you come towards me, guy. Come get some of this. You know what I'm saying? Wait for him. Let him make the first mistake. When he makes the first mistake, then you move. Come in at him. Move around some more. Create opportunities. Don't get too far off your stance. Keep your balance even. Alright, so you guys can see I'm moving in a crescent moon around the bag. I'm not just standing still and banging with the bag. I'm moving. Use your footwork. I know the bag's an inanimate object. It's pretty easy to hit because it's not really a fighting bag. So try to like visualize the opponent with arms and elbows and his head where he's trying to hit you when you're moving around, okay? Alright guys, let me know what you think. Work on it guys, hope this video makes sense. Sorry about the dog barking. Just try to stay cool, calm and collected. Have your weight centered over between your two balancing points touching the ground when you're moving around. So just work on it. Try not to cross your feet. If you cross your feet, your opponent can take advantage of that and throw a really hard left hook or left cross and make you pay really bad. So you want to be patient and let your opponent move too, and see how your opponent moves when you move, and then act accordingly. Start taking in data, like what happens when you're moving sideways, when you're moving to the right. What does your opponent do? What does my opponent do when I move to the left? Simple like that. Alright guys, stay fighting. Alright guys, just remember boxing is about the management of your movement and your opponent's movement. Like how your mechanics and kinetic energy is being stored and released at a certain time. Like you want to be patient, right, and let the opponent move around, and you're moving. But you want to be a moving target. You don't ever want to like stand in the same spot. You stand in the same spot too long, bad things happen. Okay, that your opponent will move on you real fast. Maybe you just get stuck. You don't want to get stuck. Okay, always be moving. Never be in the same spot. Like keep breathing, keep movement, keep your energy levels high. If there's a lull, conserve energy, breathe. Like take your time to calculate, analyze what's going on in the situation around you. Never get caught too much in the moment. Like you want to see, visualize everything in front of you with your opponent. All right, so guys, just think on that some more. Maybe I'll try to make some more videos like this. If you guys enjoy the content, let me know in the comments below. As your boy Nature signing out. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all.